So as I said in the previous video, in this video I will explain to you what all this code means. So first we have, as you can see, those public, class, and we have again public, and we have static and void, and all of those, as you can see, they are colored in blue. And they are colored in blue because this is the way in which Intellij IDEA is telling us that they are keywords. And a keyword is a reserved word which has a very specific meaning, which cannot be used in other contexts than the context of a keyword. So first we have public, and this is called an access modifier. So what this public is gonna do, whatever comes after the public, it will be publicly accessible. This is what this public means. Next we have class, and we'll see what classes are in the future. But for now we need to know that every function, because down here we have a function, every function that we use in Java has to be part of a class. So we have public, the access modifier, so other parts of the code can access this class because it's public. Then we have the keyword class, which creates a class, and then we have the name of the class. The name of the class is main. Next we have curly braces, as you can see, and the curly braces are used to create a block of code. And a block of code is, as the name says, a block which contains lines of code. And the block of code begins here and it ends here. It begins with an opening curly brace and with a closing curly brace. And next, down here we have again public, but now we have public and we have static and void. And I'm not going to explain to you what static is for now, because this I will explain to you this in a future video, because now I can't, because it will make things too complicated. So we have public again for the function, and what this means is that we can access this function from other part of the code, because it's publicly, so it's public. So this is also an access modifier. Then we have static. I'm going to explain to you in the future videos what this is. And then we have void, and this signifies the return type of this function that we have here, the main function. So what we're saying here is that we have a function which returns nothing. This is what void means. And this function main, as you can see, it's inside the class, because all the code that you create in Java has to be part of a class. So this is why we have main, curly braces, and inside the block of the main we have the function. So the function is inside the block of the main. Now next we have the name of the function, and the name of the function is main. And this function main, as you'll see, you can create your own functions, but this is a special function because this is the entry point of your app. So every program that you create has to have a main function, otherwise the program will not work. So look what happens if I change the name of the function from main to A, and look what happens with the play button here and with the play button here, which we can use to run our code. So if I put main A, they both disappeared. So this is disabled and now this disappeared. Why? Because now we don't have an entry point, and when the Java compiler tries to run our code, it looks for the main, it's looking specifically for the main function to execute our code. And next we have parentheses, and we have this string, we have square brackets and args. And what we have here is called the parameter. Again, all of this is going to be explained in different chapters at the correct time, but not now. And then we have again curly braces, so we define now again a block of code, and inside this block of code we have our simple statement. A statement is basically a complete unit of execution. So it's something which can be executed. This is what a statement is. So we have the statement to output this text in the console, and this is part, as you can see, inside the block of the main. So the block of the main starts here with the opening curly brace and ends with the closing curly brace. But this function, as you can see, it's part of the class, of the block of the main class, because if I put this outside, let me show you actually. If I put this outside of the main, look what happens. So let's take it, let's go outside the block of the main, so outside the curly brace, let's put it here. Now we have an error, and it says public static void main, and we have this class main. So it's telling us that we should put this inside the class. So if I copy this now, and if I paste it again, if I paste it here, now everything works fine, because all the code, all the functions, as you'll see, have to be in a class in Java. And then we have our simple line of code which outputs hello Alex in the console. So this is how all of this works. Again, if you feel confused by this, don't be, because at the appropriate time I will explain each individual thing in great detail. For now, all we need to know is that you need to have this class main, you need to have this function main in order for your programs to work, because all the code that you're going to write is going to be called from the main function, that we have here. And I didn't talk about this. This is called a parameter, because functions can take input and can work with it, but more on that later when we're going to talk about function specifically. So this is our discussion about what all of this code means. And again, don't be, if you feel confused, it's normal. And if you have questions, just ask me and I will happy answer you. And I will end the video now and see you in the next video.